I got that taken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw again is Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Here's Barrett on play action. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice spin into some open field. There goes Melvin Gordon. A big play there by Gordon. 59 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Barrett. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
He had a good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing again. Barrett. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! What? Ohio!
Here's Barrett looking to throw. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey here. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, Barrett. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw Barrett. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Barrett now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll go option to the short side. He'll pitch it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Throwing here, Barrett steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Barrett. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now Barrett escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled, and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first down, it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Taylor, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's Taylor.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Flex round! Flex round! 3 down! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Barrett. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the gun, Barrett. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Peterson. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The football, it's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease board.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Hey, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Jones. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw. Barrett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a tipped carry for Melvin Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And this is going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Taylor, out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action here on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Barrett sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Barrett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brandon Mebane able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Barrett. And that is incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now throwing again. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He hits West underneath. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charkandrick West, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Complete to Jones. All right, he'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Back to throw. Barrett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Barrett. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barrett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Barrett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Barrett got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Barrett throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Barrett looking to throw. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. On second down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Taylor. He completes it to Bryant. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Going up top. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Ohio!
Back to throw Barrett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Barrett. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is going to be intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A gain of 32 that time.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him, but this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Slow.
Now, shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Taylor will throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Two minutes to go here in overtime. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Again, it's Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cards, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.